Have very special ways of explaining complex things in a very simple way. So that's what I'm going to do today on mindfulness. Okay. So you're welcome to the Abundant Life series. This is a spiritual journey into self discovery. It's about the impact you want to have in the world, the transformation you have to go through, and it's also about unleashing your unlimited potential. So today I'm going to attempt to explain to you mindfulness, the power of mindfulness, and I'm going to make it very, very simple that anybody can understand and anybody can start practicing its principles. Okay, let me lay the foundation. If this is your first time ever of joining, thank you and welcome to the space. There are a couple of things that are very foundational that I've explained on previous episodes, right? Is that we experience the world. We're here to experience the world and for the world to experience us. So, as a being, we take in data, right? We listen, we hear, we see, we smell, we taste, we touch, we feel, right? Data, information in our experience here on earth. We experience things around us. Okay, you're experiencing the world. You're reading the news, you're on social media, the world is impacting you. And when all that data comes in, your mind, right, is designed to make sense of it all and to arrive at conclusions, hopefully in favor of what you want in the world. The mind is the GPS of your life. So I've shared this before, is that you take in data, you process it, and based on what you process and how richly you process it, then you decide what you want to do or who you want to be or how you want to act based on your thinking, right? So at the end of the day, your thinking, your mind is your reality. How you experience the world is shaped fully in your mind. That's when we talk about mindset is everything. Is that how you set your mind, how you orient your mind, right? The patterns you choose, consciously or subconsciously, will eventually lead to your experience. Okay? You feel, you think, you feel, you do, you act. I've also talked about and thought about energy being neutral, but your thoughts polarizes it negatively or positively. Positive thoughts, positive emotions, positive action, negative thoughts, negative feelings, negative action. Okay? So you take in data, you process it, and then the outcomes, you're going to feel it, you're going to do it. You become. Okay? You become that person that acts and thinks a certain way. Now, when it's time for you to express, okay, you have choices. But what I want to dive into today in mindfulness is the conscious act of taking responsibility, right? Of being also aware of what's going on in your mind, how you're experiencing the world, what people are doing to you. I'm putting the air quotes on, doing to you, right? Versus, you really, at the end of the day, if you do this work, you need to know you're doing this to yourself. Listen, the world out there will do what they want to do, right? People out there would say what they want to say. Mindfulness also is you taking responsibility of how you choose to act, what you choose to feel, and the power that you have to manage all of that. Okay? So I'm going to go dive deep to it. And thank you to those who are joining live and also Team Replay. Thank you. Feel free to drop comments, share what connects with you, resonates with you, and your questions as well. So thank you for being here. Again, I'm covering the Abundant Life series. This is a story of, right? This is a series on the journey into self-discovery. The more of yourself you connect with, the more success you can pursue for yourself. Because at the end of the day, what you're hungry for is what you're supposed to go out there and get so that you're highly capable to achieve for yourself what you desire for yourself. Okay? So, mindfulness. How mindful are you? Do you know the power that you have? Can you articulate what you're experiencing? Are you choosing your feelings and your actions? Do you feel like you're in charge of your life and your destiny? Do you feel that way right now? This is a test. How do you feel right now? Check in with yourself. Do you feel frustrated? Do you feel hopeful? Do you feel limited? Do you feel unlimited? Do you have the abundant mindset or the limited? Right? I'll check in with yourself right now. Because mindfulness also is the practice of understanding your own emotions and your own feelings. Name them. How do you feel? That's the first thing. You need to be able to name what am I feeling? You're feeling something. When you do this work, then you need to start asking yourself, why do I feel this way? What am I feeling? Why am I feeling this way? What's the trigger? What's the source? Positive, negative? What am I trying to tell myself? What is you trying to bring into your consciousness? Because there are so many things happening in the subconscious. The conscious mind, though, needs to make sense of the experiences. Right? This is how you bring consciousness to what's going on within you. Because once you can practice and be more conscious of your actions, of your feelings, of your interactions, right? There's a new pathway. You gain more control over yourself. When we talk in the Bible about self-control, listen. What most people want to do is control. You want to control the world. That's why you say, why did you do that? Right? Everybody wants to control the world except themselves. Mindfulness is about self-control. And that's the most difficult job in the world. It's easy for you to attempt to control everything outside of you. Trust me, that's the birthplace of stress. The birthplace of stress is trying to control what you cannot control, and then abandoning the only thing you can actually control in your life, yourself. And that really is a full-time job. Managing self-mastery, self-control is that if you don't, okay, understand what's going on within you, your own mind, and if you're not aware, or let's say you're aware, but you're not interpreting your experiences in a productive way, but you are interpreting it in a catastrophic way, how you interpret reality will show up within you. Your body will tell you. Okay? It will tell you something is off. And one of the things I say is that they thought, when we were kids, we were taught how to brush our teeth. I want to make this thing very, very simple. You were taught the need to brush your teeth and to clean your body, your physical body every day. You were told that germs, they are always trying to attach themselves to you. So if you wake up in the morning, you wake up with bad breath, the way you clean it up is take your toothpaste and your toothbrush. Right? As children, we were immersed, we were trained. We were also told to eat good food, eat your food, drink lots of water to nutrients. That what you eat matter to your physical health. What we were not told, and what I'm sharing with you today, is that similarly in the place of your mind, negativity is looking for you every day. Negativity is abundant. They seek to attach themselves to you. Your job is to read yourself. If you want the abundant life, now if, because this requires work. Not everybody wants to do this work. If you want to go on this journey with me on abundant life, your job is to read yourself. Get rid of negativity. Okay? And the series is about giving you the tools. Just like your parents who give you toothbrush and nice looking toothpaste. Those are the tools for fighting the germs in your mouth. And then they'll give you soap and sponge as the tools to wash your body, right? To get rid of germs. The mind has its own tools. Okay? To scrub and refine and renew your mind. You know, Jesus talked about renewing your mind, renewal, right? Your skin sheds every day, it renews itself. True or false? Your skin sheds. That's why you scrub it off. Dead skin falls away. Renewal. Things that used to serve you before that is no longer useful, your cells will renew and make it waste. The mind is the same. Jesus used the word renew your mind, guard your heart. Renew your mind, guard your heart. One more time, renew, do it after me. Kindergarten, you're in kindergarten. You know when they will say, brush your teeth. That's what we're back to 101. I see Josh Pop says managing yourself is the key. Yes, it's the only way. It's the only way. How I wish, people had this to teach us 5-year-old. These things are more relevant, right? But again, we are here now. Let's do the work together now. So just like you use toothpaste, toothbrush, right? To get rid of, you fight those things. You're supposed to fight that germs. Like, with the kids, you're like, no, your teeth is not clean. Again, constant. And it's not one time. You do it morning and night, forever. It's not stopping. Mind renewal is forever. Mindfulness, the consciousness to be aware of what you're doing to yourself, okay? How you're experiencing the world in the moment, past, present, future, right? Taking charge of that, being in control, seeing it as the strong essence of life, okay? How the world will experience you in your place of expression, your words, your actions, your intentionality, your assertions, how you are going to happen to the world. You are a force, believe it. You are a force. When you unleash your power for creativity, you are a force. But when you don't know your power, you don't know your value, you don't know your strengths, you don't know your capabilities, and you don't know where you're weak, that's when we talk about trigger. You will be triggered every time. Maybe another time I'll talk about triggers. Right? Do you know your triggers? Is this too much, guys? Let me know. Is this too much? Feline, welcome to the space. Is this too much? Should I start wrapping up? Because at the end of the day, I'm going to break this down in series and episodes and the work that you want. If you want to go on this journey, you can head over to toyinumesiri.academy. Tons of resources, because the mindset programming work, the world builders mindset, 30 keys to unlock success, 12 strategies for winning. The Entrepreneurs Academy really is about training yourself for wealth creation, right? If that is a desire, you need to change first, because the patterns that you will see are the patterns you're creating. The relationships you're experiencing, you did that to yourself, because at the end of the day, you can train people how you want to be treated. But first of all, do you know how you want to be treated? Do you know what you like? Do you know what upsets you? Can you articulate it to yourself, and can you communicate it to the people you're in relationship with? Because if you cannot communicate it to yourself and others, it will repeat itself. If you cannot stop that pattern and cut it off, people will continue to give to you what you don't like. If you cannot say, you know what, boundaries, that stuff ain't mine, don't bring it here again. This stuff I love. If you love me, do this for me. If you love me, don't do that. Because this spills out into relationship mindfulness. Once you do this work for yourself, you will also now be mindful of the effect and impact you're having on others that you're in relation with. When people haven't done this work, you are literally clueless. People will be telling you, why do you talk this way? Why are you like this? Why? You won't know. You will actually blame them. You say, no, it's you. You're the one experiencing me differently. And people tell you, no. Many people will tell you, something is off. Check yourself. Check your gauge. Check your car. Check your vehicle. Check your mind. Are you the one driving the car? Or something has hijacked your life? A thought, a story, patterns, right? And then you feel out of control. And you're like, what's going on? Right? And then you say, why is this person, right? This person treating me this. You start blaming people, you start looking, you're searching for the culprit. Mindfulness is come back home. Come back home. Let's come back home. Right? Come back home to yourself. Sit with yourself. Listen to yourself. Understand yourself. Okay? Out of that, you can say, okay, what's going on? Awareness, consciousness, okay? Perception, rose-colored glasses or clarity. Do you have clarity? Because many people come up with assumptions. They assume so many things. Mindfulness is seeing things as they are within you, outside of you, and making decisions in your own favor and making sure. Mindfulness is also knowing that you are in control of your decisions, not anybody else. You choose to do what you choose to do, right? You decided that. Nobody made you do it. Okay? When you practice this thing, it's about gaining control. So when I go into triggers another day, you see that those who are in control will see the trigger coming, will anticipate it, will understand it, would also have designed a solution for it. All of a sudden, you're seeing it happen and you're like, I'm not going to act the way it wants me to act. I choose not to do that. I choose to just let it breeze away because guess what? I'm now in charge. This car, I'm in the driver's seat. Like it's not on autopilot anymore. Right? It's not on autopilot. It's taking yourself. Mindfulness is taking yourself, taking your life off autopilot. Right? Because autopilot is governed by a GPS. Right? It's governed by stories in your subconscious, agreements, a series of agreements and disagreements. Right? When life is on autopilot, okay, you will arrive where those stories that you may consciously or subconsciously be aware of, where those stories will lead you. For example, if you say, oh, you don't have this, you don't have this, because you don't have this, then you don't have that. And then because you don't have this, you cannot pursue your dreams. Guess what? You're never going to pursue your dreams because you've oriented that mind towards limitation. You told yourself you are limited, so your mind will act limited. Mindfulness is calling these things out. Check in with yourself again. Why? What have you told yourself to be? Right? Mind is listening to you. Can we become? Can we do? And if you say yes, let's do, then you will do. Can we become? If you say no, then it will stay there. Can we go? That's why, like David asked God, can I pursue? He has the fighter. And God said, go. Then he pursued. But you can be rest assured, the reason he's asking, can I pursue, is because there's a little bit of doubt that he's trying to get out of his mind. There's a fear factor that if you pursue something and you don't attain, you'll be disappointed. So many people are always at that point. Do you pursue or don't you pursue? Because when you believe that what you want, if you pursue it, you will get it, then you will pursue. Doubt comes in when you think, oh, I can spend this time, energy, and resources pursuing this thing, and then you believe that at the end of the day, you still don't get it. That's why most people don't even start, because they believe they will not arrive. They believe they will not get what they want. It's a mindset. Be aware you did that to yourself, guys. Because there's another mindset that says, if I pursue, I attain. If I fight, I win. If I desire, I eat, I get it. There's another mindset. There is no limitation. Right? It's another mindset. It's an offer. You can choose to accept it or not. But as long as you've oriented yourself, mindfulness about being aware. Consciousness about what's happening within you, what you've done to yourself, what you are doing to other people, what the world is putting out there, right? Consciousness. Don't go on autopilot. Autopilot is dangerous, especially in times like this. You know why? The news will blow you. Internet will blow you. Social media would wind you. If you're on autopilot, the winds external forces people in the direction, you will go in the direction everybody's going. Mindfulness is get back in that car. Don't lose control. Take charge of your life. Decide where you want to go and drive yourself to success. So, on that note, I'm going to wrap up. Thank you so much for joining me on the Abundant Life series. My name is Toyin Umesiri. Call me Coach Toyin. Join me at toyinumesiri.academy. My first name, my last name, .academy, to learn the A to Z of entrepreneurship, right? To acquire the skills, to develop the mindset, the wealth creation mindset, to learn the strategies for business growth and success, to build the systems that will have equity, right? It's about ownership. Today, I sent a newsletter out there on wealth creators versus content creator. You need to go check it out. Go read it now. Wealth creators versus content creator. Listen, just because you're creating content doesn't mean you're creating wealth. Go check it out right now. Head over to toyinumesiri.academy. See you